Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, I am going to discuss a numerical on the topic calls in area. I think you all know about the area. That means when any of the shareholder was unable to pay the due amount of shares whenever the call is made, then that amount would becomes the area and the account named calls in area is created for that amount. So let us see how to solve this question, how to make the general entries whenever the question appears for calls in area. It is question number 15 given at the back in the exercise of the chapter issue of shares from the book Companies Account written by D.K. Goel. Now question number 15. X Limited issued 20,000 shares, 7% preference share of 10 rupees each at a premium of 6%. Payment were to be made as 25 rupees on application, 46 on allotment, 10 rupees on first call and 25 on final call. That means 20,000 shares were issued by X Limited and these are preference shares, and the face value is 100 rupees and 6 rupees is the premium. So that means the total amount is of 106 rupees for the one share, and this amount of 106 rupees is to be paid in installments, 25 at the application, 46 rupees on allotment where the premium is included in the allotment. That means 40 for the share and plus 6 for the premium. Then next is 10 rupees on first call and 25 rupees on second, or we may say final call. The application for 18,000 shares were received. That means out of 20,000 only 18,000 shares are sold, or we may say only 18,000 applications were received and all were accepted. It is very obvious that we have to accept all the 18,000 applications. All the money was duly received except the first and final calls on 100 shares. That means any shareholder was unable to pay the due amount of share on first and second call and he contains 100 shares. That means price of or money of 100 shares on the first and final call were not received by the company, and that's why it becomes the area. Give the journal entries and prepare cash book of the company. Also show the share capital in a balance sheet of the company. So we have to make the journal entries, prepare the cash book and balance sheet too. So let us start this. I have prepared all the journal entries. Let us see one by one. At the time of application, we have seen that 25 rupees has to be received by the company for 18,000 shares. So the entry would be bank account debit to preference share application account, and the amount would be 45,000. That means 18,000 into 25 rupees. Okay. Next is preference share application debit to preference share capital account. That means now we have given those shares to the shareholders, 18,000 shareholders, and the amount would be same as in the previous entry. Now it's time for the allotment call. So preference share allotment account debit to preference share capital account to security premium reserve account. If there would be no premium, then there is no need for the security premium reserve account, but there is a premium of 6 rupees per share. That's why that premium amount would be going to send in a security premium reserve account. So we have to mention the preference share allotment account by multiplying 18,000 with rupees 46 as the company is asking for rupees 46 at the time of allotment, but out of 46 only 40 represents the amount of the share as per the face value, and 6 rupees is for the premium. So the amount in front of the preference share capital account would be calculated by multiplying 18,000 into 40, and for the security premium reserve account the amount would be 18,000 into 6, as 6 is a premium. So after the call, the price of the amount of the allotment money has been received in a bank account. So bank account debit to preference share allotment account. So here the same amount has been entered, that is 8,28,000. Now it's time for the first call, where the first area is going to happen. So preference share first call account debit to preference share capital account. This is the call for the first call. That means the company is asking the first installment for the first call, and it is to be calculated by multiplying 18,000 into 10, as 10 rupees has been asked by the company in the first call. So now the money has been received by the company. Bank account debit, calls in area debit to preference share first call. So in front of preference share first call we have to write 1,80,000 as we have just find out in the previous entry, but there is a area of by the 100 shares. Any shareholder who has 100 shares is unable to pay the due amount. So as the amount that is asked in first call is 10 rupees and there are 10 shares, there are 100 shares, that's why the amount due in area, that would be 10 into 100, that is 1,000 rupees has to be written in front of calls in area, and we can easily find out the amount which has to be written in the front of bank account by subtracting 1,80,000, by subtracting 1,000 rupees from 1,80,000, that comes to be 1,79,000. Now the next entry has to be done for the final call. So company is asking for money, so entry would be preference share final call account debit to preference share capital account, and this amount would be calculated by multiplying 18,000 with 25 rupees, as 25 rupees has been asked by the company in the final call. So the amount comes to be 4,50,000. Now again at the time of final call also the area is going to happen with the same 100 shares. So the same entry has to be done here too. Bank account debit, calls in area account debit to preference share final call, and we know the amount which has been called by the firm, that is 4,50,000, which is to be written in front of that in the credit column. But and about the calls in area, we know that there were 100 shares and the amount that is asked at the time of final call, that is 25 rupees. So you have to multiply 25 into 100, that is 2,500 in front of calls in area in the debit column has to be written. And for bank account you can calculate again by subtracting 2,500 from 4,50,000, that comes to be 4,47,500 rupees in front of bank account in debit column. Okay, now let us make the cash book. Okay, so by matching the general entries you just have to write in the debit column to preference share application account. As you can see, the first entry, bank account debit to preference share application account, the same entry has to be written here on the debit side by the amount 45,000 rupees. Okay, and next entry again we can see here The fourth one, bank account to preference share allotment account. So in the ledger we have to write on the debit side to preference share allotment account, and the amount that is given there, 8,28,000, is to be written in an amount column. Now the next entry related to bank is the sixth one, bank account debit calls in arrear account debit to preference share first call. So you can see on the debit hand side the third entry, to preference share first call account, and the amount that is written in the front of bank account, that is 1,79,000, is to be written in the amount column on the debit side. Now the last entry, that is bank account debit first calls in arrear debit to preference share final call. This has to be mentioned in the cash book on the debit hand side by the name to preference share final account, and again the amount in front of bank account has to be written here, that is 4,47,500 rupees. Now you have to balance the debit and credit side. So the amount comes to be 19,04,500 rupees. So by the name by balance carried down on the credit hand side, this amount has been mentioned and both the sides are now balanced. So I have prepared the extract of balance sheet for X Limited, and you can see that in the particulars column, the first heading would be equity and liabilities, shareholders funds. So as we know that a company has issued the shares on premium, that's why that amount would be sent into the reserve and surplus. Okay, so under the heading shareholders funds, A point would be the share capital, that comes to be 17,96,500 rupees. That means deducting the premium, whatever amount of shares has been allotted to the shareholder, that would going to come in this. And the B1, the reserve and surplus, that means whatever the money which we have received in the form of premium has to be sent in the reserve and surplus account, and that is 1,08,000 rupees. And next heading that comes under that is assets, and as we have just calculated above, the in our cash book, that means the cash we have written in our bank column, that is 19,04,500 rupees, is a current asset. That's why I have written here in the balance sheet by the name of cash and cash equivalent for the current year, that is 19,04,500 rupees. Okay, with this I am going to end my video. Thank you.